Most home-cooked chicken rice is just sad. The skin is rubbery, the breast is dry, and the rice is just rice. Well, today we're going to stop accepting mediocrity. I'm going to be showing you how to make MEI MEI restaurant standard Hainanese chicken rice. It's going to be Auntie Liz worthy. You're going to get that gelatinous, beautiful plump skin and juicy breasts. I mean chicken. Let's go. Let's start off with the chicken. I've got here a 1.4 kilo corn-fed chicken because I want that lovely golden coloured skin. Now, it's important you pick a whole bird. We're not doing a breast or thighs or anything today. We're doing it the traditional way. So inside the chicken here, we've got these fat pockets. Now this is going to be our liquid gold. We're going to save this for later. Just remove it by pulling it apart. Sometimes it won't have any because they've removed the fat already. So what you could do is cut this part here, pull the flap, and just cut it like that. You could even cut off the parson's nose if you want, but try to avoid cutting too far into the chicken crown because otherwise then it will just fall apart when you poach it. Now it's time to get intimate with the bird. We're going to exfoliate it with some table salt. So just liberally cover the chicken in table salt. Why? Well, it's almost like a dry brine, but what we're doing here is exfoliating that skin, plus we're also seasoning it, and then we're going to rinse it off. That's going to open up the pores of the chicken and lead to that lovely, gelatinous, succulent skin that we're after. Now I say we have to get intimate with this chicken because we've got to make sure you season the inside. Flip it over. Now you might think this is a lot of salt, but don't worry, we're going to wash it all off. But really get under the nooks and crannies of all of it. And you can see actually, if you've got a lot of feathers left on this skin, on the bird, it will just rub off. It's been well scrubbed all over, so I just taken my time on this. Don't skip that part, and either take it to the sink, or I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do here, and just rinse that salt off carefully. Now that the chicken is washed off and you sanitized and cleaned your area, your sink or your countertop, grab a pot and we're going to fill it halfway with water. You want this pot to be big enough so that you can fully submerge the chicken. Now I'm going to heat this up. Now please don't crack. That wouldn't be a great way of starting the new year. So you're going to need some additional ingredients. We're going to be flavoring the stock with spring onion, some sliced ginger, so maybe about like a decent thumb size of ginger, peeled, because peeling releases a lot more of the aromat. Garlic, so probably about, if it was at my restaurant, I'd probably use the whole clove, but I'm going to save some of the garlic for the rice, so I'm going to use half of this. Now we've got the water coming to a boil, we're going to get the other ingredients ready. We've got spring onions, some peeled ginger, and peeled garlic. It's like the holy trinity of Asian cooking. Additionally, we're going to use some pandan. Now this is what makes Singapore Hainanese chicken rice so unique, that it has this wonderful savory and sweet flavoring to it. And I've never made a chicken rice without it, but I know there's some versions, if you can't find it, you can get it in the frozen section. But if you can get hold of fresh stuff, it makes, honestly, a big difference. Check your local Asian supermarket. It's enough garlic here to kill a vampire. I love chicken rice. We make it every year for Chinese New Year because serving the whole poached bird represents togetherness, prosperity, good fortune. Honestly, it's the one dish that's really transformed my life. MEI MEI means little sister, and I named it after my younger sisters who absolutely love Hainanese chicken rice. So they're coming over this weekend and I'm preparing Hainanese chicken rice, MEI MEI standard for them. I hope they appreciate it. And I get some good fortune. Now that's all ready, let's get the aromats into the pot. So I'm gonna just dunk them in. Now, if you've got it, a meat hook is really gonna help you out here. So you can find them in Asian supermarkets and they're great for roasting meats like char siu, roast chicken and Hainanese chicken. And it's a great tool to have because it's going to allow us to dunk our chicken into that stock. So I'm gonna dunk the chicken 3 times, and what that's going to do is blanch that skin gently as opposed to putting it straight into boiling water. And the dunking allows to fill the cavity with that warm stock and water so that it cooks more evenly. A little chef tip. Next, we're going to add some salt. Got to season this up. Good couple of handfuls. You don't have to, but my little home secret, we don't use this at the restaurant because our stock is extremely, it's got a lot of chicken birds in it. But this one, because I'm doing fresh, I'm using some chicken stock powder. Just a little bit. Now you can see that the chicken is well submerged. It's not poking out. It's completely covered. And I've got the hook just on the side there, so it'll be easier to remove later. Extremely useful tool. All right, it's come to a boil and we're going to turn the heat off completely because we're poaching this, we're not boiling this chicken. Lid on, and we'll leave that for about 45 minutes. Now it's all about the rice. Now, probably the most important part of Hainanese chicken rice, so don't skip out on any of these steps. A good handful of peeled garlic and ginger, and I'm going to roughly chop it up. So you can do this by hand, mince it by hand. But I'm not going to turn it into a puree, I just want it roughly chopped like so. Because the last thing you want in your rice is a big lump of ginger or garlic. Perfect. Now I don't normally do this, but I'm going all out for this Lunar New Year, so I'm going to add some shallots into the rice. So I'm going to really finely dice them up. So it's roughly the same size as the ginger and garlic. Now the leftover chicken fat. We've got some chicken skin, so what we're going to do is roughly chop it up and this fat into small pieces. This is just going to help it render down really quickly. I'm going to heat it up with some avocado oil. Chicken fat going in. If you can't get hold of the chicken fat, I highly recommend, you can see this has been well used, Borough broth, do a rendered chicken fat in a jar. Honestly, Hainanese chicken rice hack. Apart from I can't get it open, there we go. So in it goes. We want to render this until it goes crispy and completely melted, rendered down. Don't rush it and burn it. Now it's all nicely rendered, it's a nice golden colour, we're going to add in the other aromats, so the spring onion, garlic and shallots. We're just going to saute those ingredients in that chicken fat. Every time I'm making this part, the kids come running into the kitchen because they know it means chicken rice. It's on its way. You see I'm not colouring this too much and I'm keeping it moving because I don't want this to burn because that will just taint the flavour of your rice. But we're just sauteing it so we get a nice colour and taking away that raw flavour from the garlic and the ginger and shallots. See, if you skip this step, you're just going to end up with plain, boring rice. Now turn the heat off before I add the rice in. Right, now that we season it up with salt, I've got one more trick up my sleeve, and it's this little fella here, MSG. So just a dash goes in, and that's it. And it does make a big difference. Now every grain of rice here is now coated in that chicken fat, the seasoning, and those aromats. Now it's ready for the rice cooker. With difficulty because this thing's heavy. Now, the special thing about Hainanese chicken rice is that we're going to be using the bone broth from the stock from the actual chicken. So this is not ready yet, so I'm just going to leave this just now until the chicken's ready to come out. But I will flavour this with more pandan leaf. So just like before, washed, turn it, tie it into a knot. Practice your origami here. Because what this is going to do is just release all that flavour from it and then stick it in. Now the chicken's completely cooked and poached perfectly all the way through, we're going to season our ice bath with salt. It's a little Auntie Liz trick because we put all our effort in poaching our beautiful chicken. I'll be damned if we put it into an ice bath and lose all that lovely flavour. Now go heavy. It wants to come out. Go heavy on the ice. And again, this is where the hook really comes in handy. We're going to dunk it into the ice bath to stop all that cooking. That is going to leave us that lovely aspic jelly underneath the skin from all that stock, and the skin underneath it is traps and it kind of jellifies, and it's delicious to eat. You know you've got a really good Hainanese chicken rice if you've got that jelly layer. If you agree, leave a comment. Now, I'm going to let that cool down completely. So in the meantime, I'm going to use the stock and get the rice on. Now we've got the rice that we prepared earlier. Check the seasoning of the stock. Make sure it's to your flavour, your taste, if it needs a little bit more salt or not. And then just add enough stock to cover just the top of that rice. So use your finger trick. Touch the top of the rice and it should just come up to the first finger line mark. So that's just about right. So get out your trusty rice cooker. And it goes. And put it on normal rice mode. It should take about 45 minutes. So let's get all the sauces made. Let's go. Right, there's 3 parts for the chicken rice. We've got the scallion sauce or spring onion sauce, and I like to make this with spring onions. So you can use this part and this part. Now we're just seasoning it up. I'm using some caster sugar, MSG, and good quality salt, and a good dollop of sesame oil, pure sesame oil, not the blend stuff, because you want to get that pure sesame flavour. Now I've seen some recipes, they have fish sauce and whatnot, but I don't want to take away from that pure spring onion flavour. So that is spring onion sauce done. Now you can keep that in the fridge for a couple of weeks. Basically that won't last me past Chinese New Year, but it is a fantastic recipe, so make sure you save this one. Now for the chili sauce and soy sauce, well, I've got a cheat code here. I'm using MEI MEI's pre-made one. We're going to add a little bit of lime juice to the chili sauce and the chicken stock to make a real zingy chicken rice chili sauce. But we designed these because this is the 2 sauces that we use with our signature dish at MEI MEI, and they're absolutely fantastic for this dish. If you're a bit more of a traditionalist and you want dark soy sauce, maybe with a little bit of honey to kind of get that real dark sweet soy, but this one is such a good pairing with our Hainanese chicken rice. And the chili sauce, you've either got the extra hot one or a medium spice one if you can't take that much heat. Both details for these 2 products are available in the description, and only delivery in the UK, so if you're lucky enough to live in the UK, you can get hold of these right now. Let's get back to the chicken. Oh my God, that's heavier than I thought. So the chicken has completely stopped cooking, and now we've got this on the hook. We're going to hang it somewhere so that it just drip dries, and then it's ready for carving. I'm going to baste it with some sesame oil as well to get that skin super luscious. Now the chicken's rested and it's cooled to temperature. It's ready now for carving and plating, the best part. So mix a little bit of this chili sauce with a good squeeze of lime. Now if I was back in Singapore, I'd be using calamansi lime just to really bring out that sweet citrusy flavour. A touch of the chicken stock, mix, mix, mix. So depending if how zingy you want it, add as much chili as you'd like. I know that my family will go through a lot of this chili sauce. So this is exactly kind of like the chili sauce that you'd get with a chicken rice in Singapore. Zingy, fresh, extremely spicy with lots of bird's eye chili and garlic. So I'm gonna put it in my little 3 sauces, ramekin. Sweet soy sauce, I'm not gonna add anything to it. Look at that, liquid umami, we could describe it. Then, of course, either go for a ginger paste, but I've made a spring onion sauce. Oh my gosh, like the best traffic light. Trio of sauces. I love this dish so much because you can just mix and match all the different sauces how you'd like it. So my kids won't have the chili sauce, but they love the spring onion and sweet soy sauce. Now, with the garnish, I'm going to use some cucumber. The cucumber that we have here in the UK are very different from the ones in Asia, which are actually a bit more crunchier. And what I've done is just peeled a little decorative edge on this. Just cut it however you'd like. Don't need to be fussy here. Now let's carve the chicken up first. So we've got the chicken, well rested, glistening. Just going to do a really quick dressing to go on the top of our chicken. A touch of soy sauce, sesame, some sugar if you like it a bit sweeter, and a little bit of that stock. Just give it a mix. If you like it really thick, you can add a bit of, to make it more of a gravy, you could add a little cornflour slurry into that. That'll just go over the top. And as a little garnish, sometimes you see it's tomatoes on the side. I guess you're just encouraging the kids to eat more greens, fruit. And there we have it, is the perfect Hainanese chicken rice, MEI MEI restaurant standard. I'd be happy to serve it at the restaurant. And I tell you, after serving probably more than 50,000 portions of this, I think we know a thing or two about this dish. And so there we have it. I would carve up the chicken, put it in the middle of the table, have all the sauces and everything around, and give them a bowl of rice and let everyone just dive in. I kid you not, you'll probably hear nothing out of anyone until all this chicken's gone. It is that good. Everyone loves it in the family. It's our favourite dish easily. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned a thing or two. All the information on the recipe will be in the description below. And I hope you have a really good Chinese New Year. Gong hei fat choy. See you next week.